part of the appeal of the Keel record, which has been very well received by the fans as well, is the fact that it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Those tunes were already recorded. The song you just played, Here Today, Gone Tomorrow, was recorded a couple of years back for a charity project. And it's easier for me and the guys because these songs are all in the show anyway.
Sure.
It's not like we have to rehearse and do pre-production. Let's just go to the studio and cut a couple of Keel songs because they're all in the show anyway. So it's easier for the guys in my band. And from a cost and budget standpoint, it just made really good sense. Some of these songs were originally on the Fight Like a Band album that had been remixed and some parts added. I had to add that scream at the beginning of Right to Rock.
Right.
Because when I did it, of course, back in the 80s, in 85, when Gene was producing us, that original signature scream, the first thing most people heard from Ron Keel on that Right to Rock album was 3 layers. It's me holding a note, and then me scooping up into another note, and then another note on top of that. I mean, it's inhuman. You can't do it live.
Right.
So when we re-recorded it, I did something that I could easily emulate live.
Right.
And everybody was really upset that the scream was missing. So I came back in here about 4 feet over that way where the studio is here in the fan cave. And I did the scream not once, but gosh, dozens of times.
Right.
You know, and literally I'm puking, I'm sweating, I'm rolling on the floor. I did the scream a bunch of times. I picked my favorite, the best one, and that ended up on the new Ron Keel Band EP Keeled. Cool. And these songs are a big part of my life, the fabric of my history, my career. They're part of my DNA, and the opportunity to sing some of them again and sing them in a way that I'm more happy with and comfortable now was on the bucket list for a long time. I wanted another shot at Because the Night, Tears of Fire, Right to Rock, Somebody's Waiting. I was really green and really young when we cut those songs in the first place, and I've had a lot of practice the last 35 years.
Right.
So it was a dream for me to recut those, and the response, as I said, from the fans has been a little more positive than I expected, because I know everybody loves the original versions. They all love the originals, but the truth is, a lot of times you don't even know what you're hearing, if what you're hearing is the original version or not. It's just the first one that you heard because it resonates with a special moment in the 80s and that time in history. And a lot of people don't realize that the version of Speed Demon on the Right to Rock was the 4th version recorded. We did the demo. We did it for Mike Varney's US Metal 4. And then we did it for Lay Down the Law.
Right.
So there were 3 versions of that song already, 2 of them released on albums before Speed Demon, but The Right to Rock is the album that introduces to the world. And so that's the first version people heard, and that's the one that they prefer. I just hope that people will listen to these and enjoy them. I do know that there are a lot of people in our audience, and have been for the last 20 years, since the Iron Horse days, when I first met you guys. Since Iron Horse, we've been playing Keel songs in the show the whole time. But you've got people out there in the audience that are 25, 30 years old that weren't even born then.
Right.
But by the end of the song, they've all got their fists in the air and they're yelling the Right to Rock with me. That music is timeless, I think, and resonates with the spirit of the wild and the young, and it deserved another shot. I deserved another shot, so I took a shot.
There you go. The Classic Metal Show is now on Roku. That's right, everybody. If you're a fan of the Classic Metal Show and you have a Roku, we have a channel for you. Just go to your channel search and search for The Classic Metal Show. All the videos are uploaded so that you get every single episode of the show. So check it out. The Classic Metal Show, now on Roku.